Hi friends, welcome to the part 2 video of Netflix history. Netflix teams up with various consumer electronics companies in 2008. Netflix partners with consumer electronics companies to allow streaming on the Xbox 360, Blu-ray disc players, and TV set-top boxes. The year ends with around 9.4 million subscribers. Netflix is added to PlayStation and smart TVs in 2009. Netflix partners with yet more consumer electronics companies to allow streaming on PS3, Internet-connected TVs, and other Internet-connected devices. Its member base also expands to an amazing 12 million accounts by the end of the year. The Netflix Prize also finds a winner this year. Belker's Pragmatic Chaos Team, consisting of 7 researchers from 4 countries. Running for over 3 years, the contest had attracted tens of thousands of contestants from more than 180 countries worldwide. Netflix connects to Apple devices and expands into Canada in 2010. Netflix is available on the Apple iPad, iPhone and iPod Touch, the Nintendo Wii, and other Internet-connected devices at this point. Netflix launches its service in Canada. The year ends with more than 20 million subscribers on the books. This year also marked the point where the number of customers who were primarily streaming shows outpaced those who were renting, leading Hastings to declare in an October earnings call that, by every measure, we are now primarily a streaming company that also offers DVD by mail. The Quickster debacle of 2011. Buoyed by the success of its streaming service, Netflix decides to split its streaming and DVD rental service into 2 separate services, forcing customers who wanted to use both to open a second account. Instead of paying $10 a month for DVD rentals and unlimited on-demand streaming, customers who wanted both services would have to pay for 2 different packages, starting at $7.99 each, or $15.98 for the pair within a few months. Netflix had lost 600,000 subscribers in the US and the company's stock had lost half its value. Despite this, in October, Hastings announced that the separation would continue, and the DVD service would be called Quickster. A month later, facing a shareholder and customer revolt, Hastings abruptly changed course and abandoned plans for Quickster, although the DVD and streaming plans would remain separate. The debacle was a rare blunder for Netflix, which in the future would be deemed much smarter owing to the way it raised prices. This year also saw the launch of Amazon Instant Video, which made available 5,000 movies and TV shows for Amazon Prime members in a move to directly compete with Netflix. The UK and Nordic countries are taken by storm in 2012. Netflix becomes available in Europe, including the United Kingdom, Ireland, and in the Nordic countries. Netflix wins its first Primetime Emmy Engineering Award. They also premiere their first original stand-up special, Bill Burr, You People Are All the Same. Netflix also hits 25 million subscribers. Netflix becomes an award-winning service in 2013. Netflix received 31 Primetime Emmy nominations including Outstanding Drama Series, Comedy Series and Documentary or Non-Fiction Special for House of Cards, Orange is the New Black, and The Square respectively. Netflix was the first internet TV network nominated for the Primetime Emmy. Netflix also releases some other popular original programming like Hemlock Grove and Arrested Development, while also unveiling the Profiles feature, which allows users to create different profiles for different users and/or different moods. By year's end, the company has more than 40 million subscribers. 2014 sees Netflix's continued expansion into Europe. In 2014, Netflix launched in 6 new countries in Europe: Austria, Belgium, France, Germany, Luxembourg, and Switzerland, and won 7 Creative Emmy Awards. Netflix now had more than 50 million members globally. Netflix expands into Australasia in 2015. Netflix launches in Australia, New Zealand, and Japan, with continued expansion across Europe in Italy, Spain, and Portugal. The first Netflix original feature film Beasts of No Nation is released. Netflix also premieres its first non-English original series with the Mexican comedy club de Cuervos. At the same time, Amazon Transparent became the first show produced by Amazon Studios to win a major award. Netflix was no longer the only streaming game in town. 2016 is a big year for Netflix. Netflix expands to another 130 countries around the world, bringing its reach to a total of 190 countries. It also offers programming in 21 languages. They also unveil their download feature, which allows members to download TV shows and movies for offline viewing. Netflix continues to expand its collection of original international shows, with its first French series Marseille, first Brazilian series 3%, and first non-English language original film, the Spanish drama Seven Años. 2017 is another killer year for the company. This is another good year for Netflix. They win their first Academy Award, for Best Documentary Short Subject for The White Helmets. At the same time, subscriber numbers reach an astounding 100 million globally. Netflix also expands their international collection with the very popular series La Casa de Papel, from Spain, Siberia, Blood on Rome, from Italy, and Dark, from Germany. The year ends with a minor controversy, as Netflix calls out users who watch the same film multiple times. While done in jest, it also made users very aware that their watching habits were being monitored by the company, and sparked concerns over privacy. This year, Amazon also began to make sports-related content acquisitions, acquiring non-exclusive rights to stream portions of the NFL's Thursday Night Football games in a $50 million deal. Things get better and better for Netflix in 2018. This year, Netflix wins more Academy Awards for its original content, including Best Documentary Feature for Icarus. 2018 also sees Netflix's acquisition of the book publisher Miller World, founded by the legendary comic book creator Mark Miller, in order to adapt company properties into films and TV shows. In March, Netflix employees launched a phone playing the original series Star Trek: Discovery into Space. This stunt was to celebrate the service now being available in more than 190 countries around the world. Netflix also becomes the most nominated service at this year's Primetime and Creative Arts Emmy Awards, receiving an amazing 112 nominations. The company ties with the veteran HBO for most wins, taking home 23 accolades for their series, including Glow, Godless, Queer Eye and 7 Seconds. Amazon was coming up close behind, however, as the streaming service announced it had secured the UK rights to broadcast live Premier League football matches and purchased the global television adaptation rights to The Lord of the Rings, which will air on Prime Video. 2019 sees more awards coming Netflix's way. In 2019, Netflix wins 4 Academy Awards for Best Director, Best Foreign Language Film and Best Cinematography for Roma, and Best Documentary Short Subject for Period. End of sentence. They also acquire the intellectual property rights for Storybots, which was an Emmy, Annie, and Parents' Choice Award-winning children's media brand created by Greg and Evan Spridlis. Netflix also releases Klaus, its first-ever original animated feature film. 2019 also sees the release of Inside Bill's Brain, a 3-part documentary covering the life and times of the man behind Microsoft. It is an instant hit. Netflix and Tesla also confirm that the streaming service will be available on Tesla screens very soon. Netflix unveils its first international original films from the Middle East, Jinn, and Thailand, The Stranded. This year, Netflix wins 27 Primetime and Creative Arts Emmy Awards for series including Black Mirror, Bandersnatch, Ozark, Queer Eye, and When They See Us. Will 2020 be another bumper year for Netflix? To date, Netflix's subscriber base has grown to well over 180 million, with 70 million or so from the United States alone. What does the future have in store for Netflix? Many experts believe that the future could look less rosy for Netflix. This is, in part, because of the explosion in other streaming services launched to challenge Netflix's seeming dominance. Netflix, to its credit, appears to have predicted the impending threat several years ago, as it acknowledged that major media conglomerates would start to pull their content from Netflix to add to their own services. This is why, in 2018, Netflix spent $12 billion building its library of original films and series, an 88% uptick from 2017. And spend on original content this year is expected to reach $15 billion. The strategy was to backfill its library with original content to gain and retain subscribers, according to Forbes. Based on this, it seems Netflix will continue to focus on its own content going forward, rather than relying on potential streaming competitors not pulling their content from the platform. Another option is for Netflix to move to an advertisement-based system in the future. However, up to this point the company has been staunchly opposed to this. Netflix has weathered many storms before, and it would be foolish to believe it is not nimble enough to do so going forward.